Kim Jong Un threatens to mass-produce missiles capable of striking U.S. military bases after watching his latest test launch, and even throws some gang signs with his troops. Kim Jong Un has warned he is ready to mass-produce missiles capable of reaching U.S. military bases after North Korea's latest test launch. The dictator watched on as his Pukguksong-2 missile flew 310 miles and reached a height of 350 miles before plunging into the Pacific Ocean on Sunday. Kim smiled broadly as the rocket was fired near the county of Pukchang in South Gyeonggi Province and posed for pictures with military officials, even appearing to throw some bizarre gang signs with his hands. He later hailed the trial as a success, approved the deployment of this weapon system for action and said that it should be rapidly mass-produced. U.S. President Donald Trump, traveling in Saudi Arabia, had no immediate public comment. The North Korean leader ordered the launch and watched from an observation post, state media reported Monday. The Korea Central News Agency said the test verified technical aspects of the weapon system and examined its adaptability under various battle conditions before it is deployed to military units. Viewing the images of the Earth being sent real-time from the camera mounted on the ballistic missile, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un said it feels grand to look at the Earth from the rocket we launched and the entire world looks so beautiful, KCNA said. North Korea has significantly accelerated its missile tests over the past year or so and appears to be making tangible progress toward developing an arsenal that poses a threat not only to South Korea and Japan, which together host about 80,000 U.S. troops, but also toward an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching the mainland United States. It's moving ahead with its nuclear weapons program as well. The North conducted 2 nuclear tests last year. It claims one was a hydrogen bomb and the other device created a more powerful explosion than any the North has previously tested. Satellite imagery suggests it could be ready to conduct its next test, which would be its 6th, at virtually any time. Pyongyang's often stated goal is to perfect a nuclear warhead that it can put on a missile capable of hitting Washington or other U.S. cities. North Korea's media, meanwhile, have stepped up their calls for even more missile launches because of what Pyongyang claims is an increasingly hostile policy by President Donald Trump. The Trump administration would be well advised to lend an ear to the voices of concern that are heard from the U.S. and the international community, the North's Joseon newspaper said in a commentary Sunday. Many more Juche weapons capable of striking the U.S. will be launched from this land. This is the DPRK's answer to the Trump administration. Juche, in this usage, refers to domestically produced and DPRK is short for the North's official name, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. In an interview with Fox News Sunday, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said the ongoing testing is disappointing and disturbing. South Korea held a National Security Council meeting after the launch, and its foreign ministry said the launch throws cold water on efforts to ease tensions on the peninsula. At the request of diplomats from the U.S., Japan and South Korea, a United Nations Security Council consultation on the missile test will take place Tuesday. North Korea a week earlier had successfully tested a new mid-range missile, the Hwasong-12, that it said could carry a heavy nuclear warhead. Experts said that rocket flew higher and for a longer time than any other missile previously tested by North Korea and represents another big advance toward a viable ICBM. David Wright, an expert on North Korea's missiles and nuclear program who is with the Union of Concerned Scientists, said the latest missile could have flown farther but was fired on a lofted trajectory, which sends the missile high up so that it will land in the open seas rather than flying over or splashing down near neighboring countries. He noted the Pukguksong-2 solid fuel is of particular concern. Solid fuel missiles have their fuel loaded in them before being moved into place, allowing them to be launched faster and with more secrecy. Liquid fuel missiles, on the other hand, are fueled at the launch sites in a process that can last an hour and requires fueling in other vehicles. That makes them easier to spot and easier to destroy than the solid fuel variety.